Okay, this is a quick video for the people that are interested. Had a couple of friends at work have asked me about how does a shift drum work. So let's see here. This is what pulls, this is a standard Harley Davidson part. This goes to a Harley Davidson engine called a Buell. It's a secondary of Harley Davidson. Sorry for the reflective light. Anyways, this is what the cause is. That's causing the shifter not to go into third gear. So this is actually first gear. If you're looking down a straight plane from here to here, we'll just keep that line. This is first gear right here. Now if you slightly turn it, that is neutral. So when the shift fork turns again, or the drum turns again, it pulls the forks. This is now second gear. We're just running on this line still again. So when you go into the next gear, this is third gear. You turn it again, and this is fourth gear. And then this is only a fifth gear shift drum. And that's your final gear, which is fifth gear, so all the pins bottom out. So when you're downshifting, you're going fifth to fourth, fourth to third, third to second, second to neutral, and then neutral to first gear. So here's where the situation is. You might not be able to see it, but right here, right where my thumbnail is, you can't see it probably because of the reflection of the light, there is a little burr right here in the steel. And what has happened is just that thousandths, not even that, it's probably 5/10, half of a thou, has galled the shift fork. And I'm going to show you the shift fork, what it looks like, what it's supposed to look like. So this is what it's supposed to look like. This is third and fifth gear. It doesn't look terrible, but you can see a small smudge and a minor mar in there. Okay, you can see where the shift drum actually sits. There's a slight reflection in there. Looks like a little V upside down. Okay, this isn't really damaged that bad, but there's some wear. Now this next one that I've got right here is the one that has been damaged. So you're going to see a total difference of scarring. That is what happens when a small little burr happens. And the root cause of that is these are trainer bikes made by Harley Davidson. They use them in their rider's course, and which is a good thing because these are really cheap bikes. As if they're, I don't say they're cheaply made. They're not the best bikes in the world, but they're fun to play with, fun to ride, and they're really, I don't say they're really easy to maintain, but they are, if you know what you're doing. I don't have the greatest experience in them, but I'm learning. So anyways, what happens is a lot of people constantly smash down in first gear, and there's a steel pin that runs into this valley of this shift drum. And if you constantly smash down in first gear with your left foot, you're going to eventually cause a little bit of metal contact constantly, and you keep pushing down into first gear. And a lot of people are constantly in first gear, especially in the training. And what happens is that pin, that steel pin, will hit that steel radius and cause a bulge, especially when it's hot. It softens slightly of the metal. If you keep pushing down a couple thousand times, you'll eventually cause a rise. And that rise is just maybe 5/10 of a thousandth of an inch. And that will just damage the whole thing. You won't be able to shift out of first to second, down into third. And the reason why I know, I'm going to set this up straight, and I'm going to take the good shift fork and I'm going to slide it down, and you'll see that it will stop exactly right into that shift valley in first gear. So it spins all the way around, go up and down, right when it touches right here. Won't go any further. I don't want to push any pressure into it because these shift forks are made out of brass, but it stops there. Now I'm going to turn it upside down and do the exact same thing on the other side to show you it's still going to stop on that first valley of first gear. So again, I'm going to take the good shift fork, slide it down, and see how it stops right there, right where that gall is. That galling is right there. Again, sorry for the reflection, but it stops right there. And it won't go any further unless I force it. So, for the people that were interested in why it wouldn't shift into third gear, even though that's first gear to second, but this gear, I can't get it to move past second. It locks up because of all the scarring right there. It's really bad, so I had to literally hammer it through, and I mean, it's already damaged. I can get a new one, but I'm going to see if I can use a honing stone, a tri-honing stone, mostly made for brakes, and this should cost me nothing. I've had these tools for the longest time whenever I did brakes in the past, and I've also got a sharpening stone. That's the only thing that's going to be able to hit this metal. I don't have, a file won't do it. This is hardened steel. I mean, it's not a carbide steel or anything, but it is a hardened steel. And this is a really soft metal, so I should be able to hone this out of about 15-20 minutes of honing and some nice lubricity oil. And this, I'm just going to take a solid flat stone, and I'm going to knock off that burr. Alright, sorry, it's been a long video, so hopefully that'll enlighten the people that are interested in wondering why this happened the way it did. And again, like I said, this is a Harley Davidson part. It probably will be used, can be used in most Harley Davidsons, and if I wanted to, I can upgrade to a Baker shift drum, but that's way too expensive. So I'm gonna use $0, see if I can get this fixed in just my time and effort. Alright, thanks.